Okay, we got a fish on right now. I'm gonna let him run with it a little bit. See what we have. Good fish right here, Guntersville Lake. Ooh. That's what it's about right here. This is a good fish right here, and this little Cardinal 4 is having a lot of trouble. I hope I get this fish in. This is a good bass right here. There he is. Now, Guntersville Lake, folks, is not noted for spotted bass. But in the last 5 or 6 years, it's producing some big spots. And you can see that's a big one right there. Heavy fish. They're as heavy as they're going to get this time of year. They pack on a lot of weight during the winter. And this bass right here hit in about 12 foot of water off of this cut here. That is a good fish. Let's let her go and let's try to catch some more. Good bass. Good bass. Location's really important, catching these better fish. Irregular features and things of that nature is really important in locating all fish. Bass, crappie, all species. Okay, I'm going to check my knots. That one's good. That one's good. What a fish. Okay, let's see if there's another spotted bass right here. It's possible. Let's try it again. Big, good, fat fish here on Guntersville. Let's let him go. Pretty fish. Okay, we got one running right here. I'm in 13 feet of water, and I just got a strike in about 11 right here on a big minnow. Let's see what we got. Feels like a good Guntersville fish right here. Now, I wished I'd have hooked him out there in front of the boat. Here he is. Good fish right here. He ain't big as I thought he was, but he's a good fish, though. There he is. It's a good bass right there. That cardinal handled him pretty good. Good fat bass this time of year. They're at their fattest. All right, let's let her go. Get that hook out. There we go. I got to show her off because I've been having these fish ain't bit today. Matter of fact, I've talked to a lot of fishermen. They hadn't cooperated too good. So they're real pretty this time of year in Guntersville. That's a lot of fun. That's something that you can get out here and do. Like I said, go fishing when you can because it's good for you. And I really mean that. Let's let her go. Woo! That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We got a little one. Big minnow, little bass. Spotty bass though, pretty fish. Yeah, Guntersville is underrated for spotty bass. I'm gonna put another minnow. It's pretty. See how pretty colored that fish is? I'm gonna throw back out there and see if there's another spot. Wrapped up around something, but we got him out. Pretty good spot. Oh my goodness. Folks, I'm going to show you this fish. Now we're in Guntersville Lake, and you know there's a lot of people I have heard that's caught smallmouth in Guntersville Lake, but that's the first smallmouth bass I've caught in Guntersville Lake. That's a pretty smallmouth. Richard Jean the Fishing Machine. Let me tell you about our little trip that we made to Guntersville. It was a pretty short trip. A front was approaching. All winter long it's been one front after the next. I didn't do as good as I thought I should have with the technique that I was using, but we still caught some pretty good bass. And let me add, that is I said in my video that was the first smallmouth I ever caught in Guntersville Lake, but actually it's the second one. They're pretty rare in Guntersville Lake. They're just in some areas. I tell you, I had a lot of fun fishing with those big minnows. Now my intention on this trip was a little bit different than Wise. I was after some big fish, but the bigger fish didn't bite that day. But that's fishing. We're going to do a little bit better when the weather conditions gets right. These fronts is really messing me up about catching quality fish, but we're going to do better. I tell you, I had a lot of fun. Let me show you my reels. This is a Zebco Cardinal 4. This is an old reel, and this one was made just after, a few years later, and it's a Cardinal 4X. In their day, they were the best spinning reels available, And I just had some fun fishing with these old reels. I collect reels, and I loaded both of these up with 10-pound test big game tri-line. And let me show you my rig right here. I'm using a 1/0 hook. This is important right here. It works real well for me when it comes to fishing with minnows. 1/0 hook, and I use a leader at least a couple feet long with a barrel swivel and a 1/16 ounce bullet weight. Now that bullet weight, that's real light to take a big minnow down to the bottom. These fish was actually hitting anywhere from 8 to 10 feet of water. But that is enough weight to encourage that minnow, even one of those that were that size. They were pretty good ones, pretty good size, to go to the bottom. Once they're on the bottom, that minnow has a lot of freedom, and that's really important to have a lot of freedom in movement. And that's the reason why I caught those good fish. That was a good spotty bass, and pretty good largemouth. Okay, that's just a different type of technique. I like to use it. We'll get into artificials here a little bit later, but I may make one more trip to Guntersville fishing the same way. I'm not for sure yet, to maybe catch that 8 or 9 pound bass. And it's not only possible, it probably will happen. We'll see you next time. Because remember, God, adrenaline. I have a lot of adrenaline. Go fishing when you can, because it's good for you.